What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to SoCal Exploring. My name is Scott, and you're watching the #1 stop for all things theme park related in the Southern California area. How's everybody doing today? Today I want to talk about which theme park ride is better, Jurassic Park the ride or Jurassic World the ride. At Universal Studios Hollywood, you know that we have Jurassic World the ride, and we recently got rid of Jurassic Park the ride about a year and a half ago. They still have it over in Orlando, but today I'm going to be comparing the former Jurassic Park beloved attraction compared to today's Jurassic World attraction at Universal Studios Hollywood, kind of breaking down a couple of the things that I enjoy about one and I don't enjoy about the second one, and really talking about it. If you want to take it one step further in supporting SoCal Exploring, donate $3 to our Buy Me a Coffee page, link down in the description, to help us produce higher quality theme park content for you all, and those who do support will be featured in various future videos on our YouTube channel. So big shout out to both Roman and Ricky, who have already donated to our Buy Me a Coffee page. We also have a merch store where you can snag some official SoCal Exploring merchandise at a very reasonable price, just like one of our decal stickers for only $3.99. Just visit teespring.com/stores/SoCalExploring-3 or click the link in the description of this video. And we also have social media at SoCal Exploring Media on Instagram and at SoCal Exploring on Twitter. If you're new here, subscribe with those bell notifications on, and follow our website, SoCalExploring.com. Alright, now keep in mind, all these opinions are just mine, so don't get offended by them. I'd like to hear your guys' opinions down below, which ride you like better, but these are just my opinions personally. Both of the attractions have their own unique features, but me personally, I like the Jurassic Park Lagoon way better than the first opening scene of Jurassic World. In Jurassic World, you go into a large aquarium where you see screens, which Universal is good at. You see screens, and you see the Mosasaurus swimming around, breaking the glass, gets wet and everything, which is a cool feature. It's more technologically advanced. However, the grand reveal of the gates opening to Jurassic Park in the first lagoon and seeing the tons of different dinosaur animatronics, which keep in mind some of them didn't really work, but still, nonetheless, it was such a beautiful reveal. So beautiful, so nice, made for plenty of pictures on the ride. I really do miss the Jurassic Park first opening scene, and honestly, from what they described in the different press releases and everything leading up to the grand opening of Jurassic World the ride, it just really didn't deliver quality-wise, and I was kind of disappointed by it. Like I said, I still enjoy it quite a bit. However, with their whole state-of-the-art, technologically advanced stuff that they said they were going to do, really did not have any of that. It's just screens with the Mosasaurus that hits the glass and then water splashes all over everybody. It's good for the summertime, but trust me, it's not the best. But we do got to look at it from Universal's side. They wanted to make this attraction more modern and more advanced, and that's really what their whole concept was for making it Jurassic World, even though over in Orlando they still have the classic Jurassic Park, which will probably turn into Jurassic World soon. Universal did have to make this attraction modern and keep it up to date. Outside of the attraction, it's actually way more immersive now compared to what it used to be. You have a more permanent spot for the raptor encounter. You have the new banners that say Jurassic World. You have Isla Nubar. You have the new Jurassic Cafe. There's just a lot of new stuff, and the sign looks pretty neat. It looks a lot more aesthetically pleasing than the Jurassic Park sign, in my opinion. I think that the whole area kind of immerses you a little bit more in the attraction, and then, I mean, as soon as you cross the line over to the rest of the lower lot, you're immersed in the rest of the lower lot. But nonetheless, Jurassic World did a great job at theming around and new little rocks outside. That's really neat. And I like how they have a more permanent raptor encounter, so props to Jurassic World on that. They definitely did that a lot better than Jurassic Park did. However, there is no significant change in Jurassic World the ride compared to Jurassic Park the ride that's really mind-blowing and just truly amazing, with the exception of the finale show scene. Because the finale show scene now, when it worked, just beautiful. I mean, you have the Indominus Rex going up against the Tyrannosaurus Rex, and you have the crazy looking blue animatronic that's so fluid and so cool, and it just looks like a jungle in there and everything, which is fitting because when Jurassic Park was on during Halloween Horror Nights, it was playing Welcome to the Jungle. Kind of like an Easter egg there, really. But it is really cool. Like I said, when it works though, because Jurassic World, the ride, has had many problems over the past couple months. They were recently, before all the coronavirus closures, they were recently undergoing a big refurbishment, what's rumored a new Indominus Rex, as everybody's saying, that we're going to get a new Indominus Rex, which I do believe that's supposed to go further out and attack the T-Rex a little bit more. I do believe it's coming, but we've seen many different versions of the Indominus Rex, both in B mode, both in full functioning, and I don't know, I don't know what's going to be the future of this attraction. It's already had many different problems, and we're not even into a complete year of it opening or being open yet. So here's the hoping that they can get something working. And personally, the first Indominus Rex animatronic that you see, that you're looking up at, I much rather prefer the first T-Rex animatronic that we saw in Jurassic Park, the ride. It was a lot more bigger, it was a lot more scarier. The Indominus Rex, the first one that you see, just looks a little more rubbery than anything. And the T-Rex that you first saw was so detailed, it was so neat, it was extremely scary. And you actually got to see it for quite a bit of time, whereas I feel like with the Indominus Rex one, you just fly right past it and you get to see it for maybe like 1 second, which is kind of weird. Universal did a great job at doing up Predator Cove a little bit more, with it being more gory. I mean, there's dinosaurs that are chopped up and bleeding on the Predator Cove, which is really neat. I think that adds more to the horror aspect of the movie, even though it's not a horror. It's dinosaurs are scary, you know, which is really neat. I really like that, and I really enjoyed it, and I like the big sign that says Predator Cove. But there is a giant Indominus Rex exhibit that was a missed opportunity, a big missed opportunity. Universal could have invested in putting another animatronic there and making it like kind of not charge at you, but just be there and scare guests that they're about to encounter a fight between the T-Rex as they climb up the lift hill. But there was nothing there. It's just an empty exhibit, and an empty Indominus Rex exhibit, and you can see the storyline start to build up with all of the claw scratches on the walls and everything. However, I just would have liked to see the Indominus Rex resembled in some way in its exhibit. Instead, it's just open gates with a bunch of grass, and probably if you keep walking past that, you can see backstage Universal. They also missed out on putting animatronics there. They could have put an animatronic Chris Pratt there. That would have been really neat for Universal to invest in. I mean, Universal Studios has the money to these high-scale projects, so why couldn't they do stuff like what I'm talking about right now, making those little minor changes? Plus, right before you go up the lift hill, you don't have the little velociraptors that are shooting at you anymore. It's just like you're going into the T-Rex cage, and you can see facts about the T-Rexes on the side. But I feel like I'm being a little too hard on Jurassic World, the ride. I mean, overall, it's pretty aesthetically pleasing, and it's a fun ride nonetheless, and I think that Universal did need to update the attraction. It just wasn't the attraction that I was hoping they'd update it into. I mean, even with Hardersour Cove, like that area, a lot of the animatronics don't really work anymore, and you think that this is one of the things that Universal would fix when creating this attraction. And for those of you guys who don't know where that's at, it's right after the Mosasaurus scene. There's not a lot of animatronics that are working really. A lot of them are put into B mode or not moving at all, nonetheless, which is just kind of disappointing. And it's also the exact same. Literally, like, nothing about it has changed other than some minor little signage points throughout that little area. Nothing has changed since the Jurassic Park attraction, which was also a big letdown and a big disappointment. But on paper, if I were to just ride the plot of the ride and the different effects and everything on paper of Jurassic World the ride, then it would be a better attraction than Jurassic Park, hands down. However, from what I've experienced, and I've experienced both, Jurassic Park wins my vote and my favorite out of the two. I miss Jurassic Park the ride a lot. Like I said, I think that Universal needed this change, and I'm happy that they did do the change. However, I miss Jurassic Park, and I wish that they would have just took like a whole year to update Jurassic Park, make new animatronics, make a couple of different show scenes here and there, not like major ones like we'd see in the finale scene, but make a couple of different changes to them. And I mean, Jurassic Park was still relevant, even though the Jurassic World films are the new modern thing for us. It seems as if Jurassic Park was still a relevant film franchise that is still going to this day, and a lot of people would know about. However, instead, we got Jurassic World, and we can't complain about it too much because nonetheless, it's still a fun ride. I just much rather prefer Jurassic Park the ride. But I mean, that pretty much wraps it up for the things that I like about both Jurassic World the ride and Jurassic Park the ride. I don't know, which one do you guys think? Do you guys like Jurassic Park the ride, or do you guys prefer Jurassic World the ride? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you guys are new here, subscribe with those bell notifications on, and follow our social media at SoCal Explorer Media on Instagram and at SoCal Explorer on Twitter. Donate to us today, link down in the description. Just $3 will help us produce higher quality theme park content on our Buy Me a Coffee page, and snag some of that official SoCal Exploring merchandise. We have a bunch of cool options on there with reasonable prices. I try to make them as reasonable as possible for you guys. Click that link down below if you want to buy some merchandise. My name is Scott, and you have been watching the #1 stop for all things theme park related in the Southern California area. Positivity is key, and most importantly, remember to keep exploring. Peace out, everybody.